Hello dear students, welcome to the class of TYBSc. I, Mr. Amol Handore, Assistant Professor at Department of Zoology, KTHM College Nasik. I will be dealing with paper number 1 of TYBSc, that is Animal Diversity 5, that is paper number ZY331. So today we are going to discuss about the introduction to syllabus of this paper. So paper number ZY331 Animal Systematics and Diversity 5. Unit 1 we are going to study Phyla globosa with special reference to certain systems. So in this first we will study the general introduction and general characters of phylum Mollusca, systematic position with reasons, distribution, habit and habitat of Phyla globosa, which is also commonly known as apple snail. Then we are going to study the external characters of Phyla globosa. In this we are going to study structure of the shell, operculum, histology of the shell and parts of the body, that is head, foot and visceral mass. So the body comprises of head, foot and visceral mass. We will study them in detail. In the next part we will study the structure of mantle or pilial, followed by structure of mantle cavity and pilial complex, as well as the associated organs with this pilial complex. In the next part, we will study the structure of body wall or integument, followed by body cavity or coelom and locomotion in Phyla globosa. The third part of the syllabus is functional anatomy. So in this we are going to deal with different systems of Phyla globosa. So the first system is digestive system, in which we are going to study the anatomy of different digestive organs and associated digestive glands, as well as physiology of the digestion. Next system, respiratory system. We will study different parts of the respiratory system, mechanism of respiration. So in Phyla globosa, it shows dual mode of respiration, that is aquatic as well as aerial respiration. So we are going to study both aquatic and aerial respiration. Third system is circulatory system, in which again we are going to study the anatomy and physiology of circulatory system, associated organs and the physiology of the system. Followed by we are going to study the excretory system of Phyla globosa, anatomy as well as the physiology. Next system is reproductive system. Here we are going to study the male and female reproductive system anatomy, physiology, copulation, fertilization and development. Next system is nervous system. Here again we are going to deal with the anatomy and physiology of nervous system. And last part is sense organs, where we are going to study the structure and functions of sense organs in Phyla, like tentacles, eyes, statocyst and ospiradium. So this is all about the chapter number 1, which we will be covering in unit 1, followed by unit 2, study of following groups with special reference to. So in this we are going to study 4 groups. First is the protozoans. In protozoans we are going to study the locomotion and nutrition. In locomotion we are going to study types and specialized structures for locomotion, as well as mechanism of the each structure in detail. Then protozoa nutrition. So they have a specialized type of nutrition. So we are going to study the types and specialized structure for the nutrition. Second part 2.2 we are going to deal with the porifera, skeletal and canal system. So in skeleton we know they have a specialized skeleton which is made up of spicules. So we are going to study the component structures, different type of spicules, their development and uses of the skeletal system. Followed by, we are going to study the canal system in Porifera, its mechanism, different types of canal system and the functions. Next point, Coelenterata, polymorphism and corals. So by polymorphism, we understand that they have a different types of zooids which are produced by the coelentrates. So in this, we are going to study the different types of zooids and their functions. Also, we will study the polymorphism and alternation of generation. Last point of this unit is hemichordata, where we are going to deal with the affinities, basically the phylogenetic relationship with chordates and non-chordates. So we know that hemichordates, they are like a intermediate group between the chordates and non-chordates or invertebrates. Next, unit number 3, we are going to study another model organism from class Reptilia, that is Calotis versicolor. So in this, we are going to have the introduction and general characters of class Reptilia, followed by the systematic position with reasons, distribution, habit and habitat of Calotis versicolor. So as Calotis versicolor is commonly known by the name as garden lizard. Then we will study external characters. So in this, we will be studying the different parts of the body like head, neck, trunk and its subparts. Next part is structure of the exoskeleton. So they have a specialized type of exoskeleton made up of scales. So we will study the different types of scales, structure of the body wall and coelom. In the next part, we will study structure of body wall or integument, body cavity, or which is also known as coelom, and locomotion in Calotis versicolor. Then we will study the different systems which are present in Calotis. So the first system is digestive system. Here we are going to study the anatomy, the organs associated and associated digestive glands, their anatomy as well as the physiology of the digestive system. In the next part, we will study the circulatory system of Calotis versicolor, where we will study anatomy and physiology of two systems, that is arterial system and venous system. The excretory system, again we are going to study the anatomy as well as physiology of excretion. Next part, nervous system, where we are going to deal with the anatomy and physiology of CNS, that is central nervous system, which comprises of brain and the spinal cord. PNS, that is peripheral nervous system, which comprises of cranial and spinal nerves. ANS, that is autonomous nervous system, followed by sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So at these levels, we will understand the structure and function of the nervous system. Then last part of the unit, we will study sense organs. So as we have studied the sense organ in Phyla, we will study the structure and function of sense organ in Calotis, like skin, tongue, olfactory organs, eyes and ear. And last part, we are going to study the reproductive system of the Calotis. So they are dioecious, where we will see male and female separate. So we will study the anatomy and physiology of male as well as female reproductive system. As well as here we will study the copulation and breeding habits of Calotis. Last part, we will see the endocrine glands, their types as well as the functions. So this is all about the unit number 3. Now we move on to the unit number 4. So unit number 4 is comparative study. So here we will study the comparative study of certain model organism from each class. So 5 classes that we are going to study: Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammals. And from each we will take one prototype model organism. So from Pisces, Scoliodon; from Amphibia, frog; from Reptilia we have Calotis; from Aves we have pigeon; and from mammals we have rat as a model organism. And for these 5 different organisms, we are going to study the 4 structure or organs, that is integument, heart, kidney and brain. So we'll do the comparative study of these 4 organs among these 5 different organisms from different 5 classes. And we will study the similarities and differences in the basic pattern of these different organs. Okay, so this is all about the unit number 4, that is comparative study. Now we move on to the last unit of our syllabus, that is unit number 5, where we are going to study the 3 groups, that is Pisces, Reptilia and Mammalia. So in this first Pisces, we are going to deal with dipnoi. So what is meant by dipnoi? So dip means 2 and noi means breathing. So since the fishes which belong to dipnoi, they have a dual breathing mechanism. The fishes which are included in dipnoi include lung fishes. Here the lung is modified into swim bladder, which is used for not only for respiration but as well as for swimming purpose. Next we are going to study the accessory respiratory organs. Now in different fishes, different respiratory organs have been developed over the evolutionary period. So different accessory respiratory organ like alimentary mucosa, pharyngeal lungs, opercular lungs, air bladder and integument, as well as the subtype of these main types. Next part we are going to study the electric organ in fishes. Now fishes are capable of generating current. About 250 species of fishes have been found to possess this ability to generate current. For example, rays, sharks and skates are some of the example of fishes which can generate the current. So we will study the structure and function of the electric organ, their origin in different fishes. In the reptiles, we are going to deal with the temporal vacuities, general characters of Rhynchocephalia. So here we are going to temporal vacuities mean here we are going to study the general structure and types of the skulls, followed by the general characters of Rhynchocephalia, their examples. And last part of our syllabus, we are going to study the dentition in mammals. So in this topic, dentition of mammals, we will study function and significance of teeth, shape of teeth, different types of attachment of teeth, succession of teeth. So there are different types of succession of teeth and different types of teeth. So on these levels we are going to study dentition. I'll repeat: significance, functions, shape of teeth, attachment, succession of teeth and types of teeth. And last point of the syllabus is dental formula of different mammals. So we'll take some example of mammals and we will study their dental formula. So this is all about the last unit, that is study of the 3 groups, that is Pisces, Reptilia and mammals. So with this we conclude our first discussion on the introduction to syllabus. Thank you for your patience hearing.